Learning companionship in Frankenstein. So Frankenstein is a novel written by Mary Shelley. The whole story started with the failure of Victor's relationship with a new creation, and throughout the story several unsuccessful companionships were made. So first of all, we should know what the word companion means. The word companion can describe several different relationships between people. It could be someone who spends a long time to travel with, someone who shares his experience with another one, or someone who is a sexual partner. And after we know the definition of the word companion, we can move on to the first rule. The first rule Mary Shelley warned people about companionship is that nature and God may not be a good companion for humans to consider. The reason is both Victor and nature God, they're both much more sacred than mankind and have their own supreme power, which is unpredictable. For the story, Victor is like the creator of Frankenstein the monster, so he's also like the god of the monster. And there is also a natural god which influenced Victor to create Frankenstein, but outcome was pathetic. So I think Mary Shelley suggested people do not easily make companionship with the people who are much stronger than you, and because it usually doesn't have a very good consequence. Secondly, people can blindly follow everything that their companion said. When Watson hesitated about continuing going to the North Pole or not, Victor strongly suggested him to be brave and prove himself, even though he has already made some unsuccessful companionship with the nature. So, the people like Victor, they don't have to have the responsibility for what they've said, but we have the responsibility for what we do. So there's people like them and in our daily life too. So that's what are we going to warn about. Last but not least, when people are looking for companions or mates, they may not cross species. The monster talked about human and non-human relationship. He said the human senses are insurmountable barrier to our union. And also, after Frankenstein forms his new perspective and views toward a human's world, he was looking forward to receive love and care. He found Victor and tried to make a deal for creating a mate for him. He has seen all the love story between people that made the monster became eager to have someone to fill his loneliness, but he has also experienced the isolation for his race. So he eventually asked Victor for creating a woman Frankenstein instead of a girl. So it just happens in our life too. People prefer to make companionship and make friendship with the people who look similar or have the same habit with you. That is like some differences between the creature. It usually be the biggest barrier that people don't expect it to be. But beside these rules, they also warn us in the book. I still have something good to say about the companionships. Criticizing these unsuccessful companionships in the book doesn't mean that we don't need companions. Companions are still indispensable for people. It brings happiness, knowledge, and fill our loneliness. But what we have to do is next time, when we're going to pick someone to be our companions, be wise and consider those rules that we cannot cross before that. And otherwise, we'll have a successful companionship and we'll receive something more than being alone.